Didn't go today. Actually went through the beginning part of practice, the individual stuff and footwork stuff. But he's doing okay. Yeah, we're like I said, we're gonna be cautious, especially with our older players that have played a lot of football. If they get something dinged off, we'll keep them out dinged up. We'll keep them out for a couple days.
And you mentioned Sunday, Davis Mills is going to be able to be on the field this week.
At some point this week, he's finishing his run progression and doing really well. Um, has a good understanding of what we're doing, but you don't really know until you go out there and actually start to try to practice.
Some anticipation of being able to see him work with you guys?
Yeah. I'm excited about him. I think his future is very, very bright. His ceiling is really high. The big thing always, just like with KJ last year, KJ's come a mile since he stepped on campus, is we just know that the first rep Davis takes, he's at A. And before he could ever play, he's going to need to get to Z. So we got a bunch of letters ahead of him, but it'll be exciting to see him take that first step.
Noticed on Sunday that Ryan Burns took a lot of the reps with the younger guys. Like, how does he help that group? I think when you split to the old and
I'll tell you, one of the things that Ryan is so good at is just leadership. For a guy to come back knowing that Keller was the starter, but he wanted to come back and be a leader, and that's not an easy thing to do as a backup quarterback. But we don't think of him as backup quarterback. We think of him as one of our leaders, and he's great telling guys what to do, explaining things to guys. He's a fifth-year senior. He's been around it a long time, directing traffic, directing the protections. He's great with the young receivers. He's great with the young line. He's almost been like another coach on the field, which has been awesome.
So is the anticipation that Keller will be starting when you take the field in Sydney?
We feel pretty good about that. He's shown us no signs of any issues at all physically. There's no limitations on him right now, so we feel good about him getting ready to go play in Sydney.
Is that something you expected even a month ago? I mean, it seems like his physical progress compared to the knee injury seems incredible.
We weren't sure. By the time the coaches were ready to go on vacation late spring, before the summer, he was ahead of schedule. So I knew that he was on pace to be ahead of schedule and to be cleared earlier in camp than we originally thought. So I knew there was a good chance, because if he got cleared early and we could have him play the position with bodies around him and see him push off that back foot, because that's the one thing with it, it's his right foot driving off of it, and he's been able to drive off of it since day one. So there's been no issues, no setbacks. He's been doing really, really well, so we're excited about where he is. I want to speak on two things. One is what we do here at Stanford, and we have a lot of guys that progress towards graduation really well and play a high level of football. 3 Pac-12 championships and still be a 99% graduation. But through experience, talking to a lot of guys around the nation, and there are guys graduating everywhere. There are guys staying on course for graduation. There are guys graduating 4 years. Some guys graduating in 3 years, like Deshaun Watson did last year. So there are plenty of examples of guys that are playing at a high level and still staying up with their academics, and not just staying eligible, but exceeding in academics. So I think that's an unfortunate comment that does not really apply to most places, because I think you can get a really good education anywhere, and it's up to each individual student to play the best football they can and to walk out of that college with a degree.
And I imagine that GP